Tokyo Imperial Palace. Focus question: what is Tokyo's Imperial Palace and why is it an important landmark? A green oasis. Tokyo is a city towering skyscrapers and glittery lights. However, in the center of the modern city lies a green oasis of manicured gardens and wooden buildings surrounded by traditional stone walls. The Tokyo Imperial Palace. The palace grounds made up one of the most valuable pieces of real estate on earth. The palace is home to of the Emperor and Empress of Japan, who belong to the world's oldest monarchy. The heart of Tokyo. The city of Tokyo is located along the Pacific coast of Seoul, the main island of Japan. The Tokyo Imperial Palace is located in the heart of Tokyo, not far from an inlet of Tokyo Bay. Inside, it sites near many important cultural sites, such as the Japanese National Theatre, and tourist attractions such as Tokyo Disneyland. The Imperial Palace is very close to the National Diet Building, where the Japanese Parliament meets. Japan's government is a constitutional monarchy, which means that Emperor shares his power with Parliament. The members of the Parliament make the laws that govern the country, while the Emperor holds a more symbolic ceremonial role. History of the Imperial Palace. The site of the present-day Imperial Palace was not always home to Japan's emperor. For hundreds of years, series of military leaders, called shoguns, held most of the power to rule the country, while the emperor held very, very little. In the early 1600s, a shogun named Tokugawa Ieyasu began making significant improvements to the Edo Castle, which stood where the Imperial Palace is today. The magnificent Edo Castle at the Shogun's home was the Shogun's home and the largest castle in Japan. Unfortunately, a terrible fire destroyed the main tower in 1657, and resigning Shogun at the time did not have the financial resources to rebuild it. However, the base of that grand tower remains intact on the Imperial Palace even now. The reign of Tokugawa Ieyasu and his heirs lasted more than 260 years. This time in Japan's history is called the Edo period. In 1868, there was a political revolution that gave the power back to the emperor and ended the reign of the shoguns. After the revolution, the emperor at that time, Emperor Meiji, decided to relocate the imperial residence from Kyoto, where it has been for almost 1,000 years, to the site of the Edo Castle around grounds in Tokyo. Emperor Meiji ordered that a new palace be built on the site. The construction project faced many challenges, such as earthquakes, budget problems, and destruction from fires. Workers finally finished building the new palace in 1888, 20 years after the construction began. The new palace looked like a traditional Japanese building on the outside, but its interior decorations include several Western elements. This was revolutionary because Japan has kept itself relatively isolated from the Western world throughout its past. In traditional Japanese society, tables were low and people sat on the ground or in special legless chairs called yaishu. In the new palace, the emperor requested imported German chairs for Western-style dining tables. In addition, the new palace had Western curtains instead of thin paper screens to cover windows. It also had carpets or French-style wooden floors as well as tatami, straw mats that were the traditional flooring material in Japan. Other devastations from, from traditional Japanese style include fireplaces and challenges. This place was home to Japan's emperor until World War II. During the war, the United States firebombed Tokyo on in April of 1942. The United States did not bomb the Imperial Palace directly, but the areas next to the palace were hit hard. Fire spread from the surrounding areas to the palace grounds and significantly damaged the main palace building.